Please note that this meeting will be live streamed. And is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest in the general nature thereof? I have one item, G1, in which at that time I will step down and Councillor Foster will deal with G1 on the agenda. If you don't mind it.
That's G1?
G1. Okay, public hearings.
So public hearing is being held, notification of the provisions of bylaw number 2068/08, public notice of public hearing, for the purpose of receiving comments on the following request from the Eskimo Annual Mixed Slow Pitch Committee. A temporary exemption from municipal bylaw 1189-96 being a noise bylaw to permit the Eskimo Annual Mixed Slow Pitch Tournament to allow a home run derby on Friday, August 11th from 9 to midnight, on Saturday, August 12th, and music and live band at the Pavilion on Saturday, August 12th from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. and on Sunday, August 13th during the day. So this event will take place at the Red McCarthy Memorial Ball Field Pavilion. To date, we haven't received any comments in writing or verbal.
Okay. Now, we'll go with delegations. I understand we have Mr. Albert Cormier here to make a presentation. Please, sir, stand up.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. I wish to address the council in regards to the reduction of residential waste, specifically exemptions for those with medical conditions. I am a primary caregiver to a family member, my mother, who is on home peritoneal dialysis. We generate approximately 1.5 to 2 bags per week above our normal 2 bags of residential waste. This, of course, raises questions that I'm bringing forward to you tonight. Is a letter required from my mother's nephrologist to be presented to council for an exemption in the reduction? Also, who is responsible for notifying Riverside Waste Management? Thirdly, will there be special tag required? Provided no cost being a medical issue, we believe it's unfair for a medical patient to incur any further costs. Now, I've spoken to Riverside Waste Management, and they informed me that their plant in Blind River recycles absolutely no medical waste. Now, the issue of privacy for this medical waste is not an issue, being ID bags and tubing and that. Anything other, should gauze be needed or whatever, would be in a privacy bag, of course. But the main concern right now is 1.5 to 2 bags of medical waste. So would we could be allowed to 2 bags of medical waste plus the 2 bags of residential? Have any contingencies been made for that? That's primarily the 3 main issues that we're concerned about at this time.
I hear you, sir, and we're in the process of doing more about this. We have to find out some of these things for ourselves as well from the Waste Free Ontario Act, and we have to find out how our Riverside Enterprises is going to deal with it, as well as what stipulations we're going to make. But we have to put a bylaw together to discuss what that's all going to entail, and we're not there yet in that sense. Maybe some of the council can make a comment.
I'm glad he brought this forward, and I don't know about the rest of you, but I'll tell you, I've had an awful pile of phone calls about our decision to do this recycling. Mm-hmm. If you remember, I was opposed to it. I know the province is going to go to a waste-free Ontario, but maybe we could have waited till they actually mandated it on us. There's many people with many concerns. I know we're allowing places for grass at the ski hill. I got seniors call me saying, and who's going to pick it up and take it, and I don't drive. I've got people talking about kitty litter because they have 3 and 4 cats. And they said, where am I going to put that? Like, I can't put it in recycling, can't put it in a clothes bag. What do I do with it? So we have to give this a lot of thought, like you said, Your Worship, when we're writing this. I was opposed to it at the time. I thought we should have waited, but obviously it went through. But now there has to be a lot of thought going into it, and thanks to this gentleman, there's another issue I hadn't heard about until this.
Councilor Bob.
Your worship, yeah, I guess we're really not here to discuss the upcoming policy. Mr. Cormier, your issue, your particular issue, you find will be addressed in one way or the other in the policy that is going to come forward to council for review in sometime in September likely. It is well, they're well aware of it. The province provides a toolkit as a guide, and you'll find that if you want afterwards, I can give you a copy of it, what they suggest, and you'll find that your situation is going to be addressed. And at that time, if you don't feel comfortable with what's being suggested, that would be another time for you maybe to speak to us. But your situation, your particular situation and anybody else's like you will be addressed in the upcoming policy.
Okay.
Just go for it.
I particularly know of several other families that are doing that same type of treatment, and I'm waiting to see how things go tonight to whether they should address council as well, or, maybe my attendance would be enough.
It will be, it's an issue that will be talked about, and we'll be looking at all the different avenues that Bob has mentioned to accommodate everybody in our community.
Mm-hmm.
Your worship, can I give them this?
Go ahead.
This is under the province's toolkit. So you'll see.
Will be made aware.
All right, thank you.
Your pen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your worship, just to add one or two more items to it. A lot of people are worrying about their food and, how to get rid of it. Sudbury, when they did this, provided a green bucket that you can put your food into. We have not been blessed to that yet. I'm sure we will as time goes on. But that's one of the items that I've had concern with, medical issues, and people that if they can't get rid of a can or they don't wash their cans or something of that nature, they can't put it just in the garbage bags. It's a clear garbage bag. I feel somehow that it's offensive to show clear garbage, like clear bags for your garbage. I mean, you might have important issues in there. You might have things that you don't want other people to see. And I'm just saying this as part of everyone else's conversation. And this, actually, it takes in, it encompasses everyone. Everybody has private issues that they don't want wander all over the place, So, I mean, I would respect council to take a closer look at this.
Well, I think, Councilor Reid, Council will take all.
I'm sure we will, yes,
Like, we're not gonna let this slide by, that's for sure.
that's good. And
Because it's important to everyone.
it is, and I thank you.
All right, continuing on. This is question period at this time.
Moving into part one of the consent agenda, moved by Councillor Bob Yocum, seconded by Councillor Ray Dufort, sorry. Be it resolved that items A1 to F6 inclusive contained in part one consent agenda be adopted.
Okay, adoption of minutes. Under the A section, is there any questions or comments, please? Under the B section, is there any questions or comments there? Under the E section, are there any questions or comments there? Under the F section, are there any comments or questions there?
Just, I don't know if it's under the police service board meeting, anyway, it's under the police board reports. I noticed that we have all the, traffic charges or whatever. Under the bylaw charges, I think it was 6 or so. It doesn't break them down. I would just like to know, and I think it may help us move around again, anything. If we move what those bylaw infractions were, I don't know if they're perhaps watering, I have no idea. It could be anything.
Yeah.
I don't know, but under the, could we ask the police, Dennis, or whoever does the minutes, to break it down? So when it says bylaw infraction, we know for parking dog, I don't need to know whose dog. I just like know if it's parking dog, watering bylaw, which one of our bylaws? being broken. Because we're six, but maybe they're all the same one.
Councilor Bill and I are on the board, so we can bring that forward to the next meeting.
Thank you.
Are you referring to the provincial offenses report? Sorry, I'm just trying to, because there's no police.
We're charged under bylaw and highway traffic.
Okay, so that's provincial offenses, not the police.
Whatever it is.
I'm just trying to,
Because they may be charged, it's not under there.
okay. Okay, there is a types of charges received for 2017, and there's the numbers in the months, and then at the top, there's the codes for the type of each, so I don't
I
know.
think I read about the police, but there were 6 charges.
On the part which has the scoring information, okay, it does indicate whether it was provincial,
Then you were on this.
yeah.
I just thought we're gonna put her in the police report.
We'll bring it forward at the next meeting.
Okay, we hear it.
All right, item J, 1-6, exclusive containment park on consent agenda to be adopted. All in favor? Carried. Councilor Bill will preside over this next item. Item G1.
Okay, so. Item G1, sorry, part 2 of the regular meeting. Item G1, moved by Councilor Bill Foster, seconded by Councilor Stuart Mickelham. Be it resolved that council hereby authorizes a temporary exemption from certain provisions of noise bylaw 1189/96 during the 2017 annual slow pitch tournament at the Red McCarthy Athletic Fields on Friday, August 11, 2017, from 8 p.m. until 12 a.m. to host a home run derby, and Saturday, August 12, 2017, from 8 p.m. until 2 a.m. and Sunday, August 13, 2017, hold an outdoor dance with live band at the Red McCarthy Athletic Fields, provided adequate security is provided.
Any comments from anybody?
I think this is an ongoing thing as far back as I can remember, we've had this tournament in August. And I don't think we've ever had any problems or complaints from residents in the area or anything else. So I don't see any problem. I mean, it's a formula that we always follow. I don't know.
Anybody else have anything? All those in favor? Passes.
Item G2.
Item G2, moved by Councilor Stuart Mickelham, seconded by Councilor Bill Foster. Be it resolved that whereas the province of Ontario has recommended changes to the Employment Standards Act, and whereas the province of Ontario has many municipalities with differing and unique economic circumstances, and whereas to protect jobs against unintended consequences that may come about as a result of implementing these changes, Council of the Town of Espanola supports the annual recommendations and suggestions as attached, and therefore be it resolved that Council for the Town of Espanola supports the Ontario Chamber of Commerce request that an economic impact analysis on the proposed reform be completed while taking into consideration AMO's recommendations prior to implementation.
Questions or comments? Councilor Long.
We really have to support this. From what I read, I'm sure all of us, it can be detrimental to cost for a small municipality. I'm sure it hurts everyone. Small municipalities, they really feel it.
Do you want to speak to this?
Yeah, I just did a very quick calculation, and the impact on Espanola could be as much as $1 million a year.
Depending on the situation.
Yeah.
That'll raise the taxes. Anyone else? All right, all those in favor? Carried.
Item G3, moved by Councilor Bill Foster, seconded by Councilor Stuart Mickelham. Be it resolved that Council for the Town of Espanola supports PNOM's resolution number 2017-12, proposed Made in Ontario ESA Species at Risk Guide as attached.
Councilor Bill, do you want to speak to this?
Yeah, we got a letter from Phenom asking for our support, and what's being proposed by the province is likely gonna put some pulp and paper or sawmills out of business in some parts of northern Ontario. What we're trying to do, and this is just to support them, because at some other time, it may be something that affects us.
Anyone else?
Well, Bill was saying, we're gonna support pulp and paper in the north. We don't know when the next one is gonna hit our pulp and paper area. I mean, most northern Ontario communities are one industry town. Can't have that.
Anyone else? All in favor? Carried. Okay, the check register is available, we have correspondence regarding Ontario Ombudsman. We have that for information, correspondence regarding Stewardship Ontario, and correspondence regarding Ontario Canada's Forestry Workers and Resolution. Conference and conventions, the annual conference is August 13th, 16th, and Councilor Bill is going to that one. And mayor and council reports and announcements. I attended opening of the new veterinary practice, and it seems like it's going to be quite a busy thing for this gentleman. He's him and his wife are sure anxious to get going at it, and I believe they're functioning already. But they had a really nice opening, and we congratulated them on going into business in our community, and the blessing that would be. Anyone else? Bob?
Nothing, Your Worship, thank you.
Councilor Ray? Councilor Ron?
Well, I was gonna speak on clear bags, but we've done that. I had a few residents call me from southeastern part of the community over the odor coming from our roof from the mill. They contacted the mill. There's been, I don't know if you get it yourself or you are, Your Worship, but I know there's some streets in there that do. Some of them have problem sensitivity to these odors, some of them have burning eyes and whatever. They contacted the mill has told them, well, it's not all that bad, you should live in some other areas to see what it's like. Anyway, I don't think that's the proper answer. I don't know as a municipality, I called for Cynthia last week, and her message said she'd be under the, or she was in the office, she'd get back. But obviously she was on holidays. I know we don't operate that system, we're responsible for water because we operate, but we don't operate the mill and the lagoons. But maybe we have a responsibility to our citizens if we think there's something that's affecting their health. And we should be asking the MOD or the mill to contact us and sit down with them, have our staff sit down with them. I think it's important. If there's people having problems in that area of town because of the odor, and they're not adding, I know we used to add chemicals at one time to counteract it.
It would be fine to talk to them and question them about it. I mean, they must not be saying.
Well, they get calls, but you know, if you talk to some people and they call and they never see a result, and they tell you, and I've had some tell me it's no use because nothing happens. Well, that's not a solution. Obviously, you gotta keep calling. But, and telling me it's no good. But I think it's important that the community that we look into it. And I would like us to do that. Thank you. Thank you.
They are supposed to follow the Ministry of Environment protocol.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not, it's because maybe the person taking care of it is not aware of it, or perhaps because I live right in that area and it can be bad, but it's been better lately. And of course, I've only been home for a couple days, so.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard for you to smell it from your.
Exactly. So the long range effect, right?
I have another one. I just wanted to know, when anyone speaks on behalf of the community, I thought we had a kind of a protocol that had the mayor, CAO, that makes public announcements. Is that not the
It
thing?
usually is,
Yeah.
but they,
No.
others can, like other
Well, I think-
department managers can receive
Can?
permission.
They can.
Yeah, but they have to speak with the CAO to be granted permission.
I'm hoping that happens.
It's supposed to, yeah. I know recently I had, last week, we went through some
Mhm.
instances where it was approved.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilor Stewart,
I know.
Councilor Kent, Councilor Bill.
I'm gonna be at the AMO conference, and I've got a meeting set up with a personal assistant for the Ministry of Transport. And we're gonna try to find out why we aren't getting money for Highway 6 and what we can do to make that happen.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, future council committee meeting, there will be a special meeting of council on August the 17th, 2017 at 10 a.m. That is to finalize what?
Closing the tender that we need to award.
Yes,
Can't wait for this council.
yeah, we're getting ready to award a tender and we have a quorum for that August 17th, 2017. Corporate Services Committee meeting of September 5th, 2017 at 3:30 p.m. and regular meeting of council of September 12th, 2017 at 7:30 p.m. And
Yeah. Is, our conference rights meeting, is that typo?
Yeah, it's at 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, that's cool.
motion approved.
Sorry.
The regular meeting of council is hereby adjourned. All in favor? Carried. There's an in-camera meeting, but there will not be a motion coming out of this meeting.